Eventually. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Aces 53 with Ed Parcaut and myself. I'm laughing because we didn't know if it would go live or not. It was just hanging there. Anyway, we're here on Tuesdays and Thursdays, noon Central, 10, wherever Ed lives, Pacific time. Talking about kind of what's going on in our worlds, what we're working on, AI.
We're talking about, and we're trying to bring some value to the show also. I'm just checking my sound stuff because I sound like I'm a little off today.
Yeah, you do. You sound weird. I need to go live on the gram.
That's just because you don't have headphones on.
That's true. I don't own any. I don't like over-the-ear stuff.
Oh, man. You know what? For some reason, mine did not go live over on Instagram.
Gotcha. Finally.
Damn. I hate when that happens. Oh, well. What are you going to do? All right. Yeah. So I'm in California, like you said, and It is raining here.
We're getting the same. It hot and then rain, hot then rain. So it's been the Memorial Day weekend. We had pouring rain, flash flooding, all that kind of stuff. Then to be sunny out. It's very bipolar weather this week.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's too bad.
Yeah. Well, it's hard because, got kiddo home for summer. It's like, oh, let's go. We can't. Oh, let's go. So we got in a bike ride the other day. Then we had to go to an indoor pool because couldn't do outdoor because lightning strikes. Everything got shut down. So it is what it is.
Gotcha.
Yep.
What else was I going to talk about today? I don't know about you, but I've just been playing around more with AI and writing certain things. The whole SB7 framework, and then the thing I'm creating with the NCO principle.
Yep.
It's weird because the SB7 framework works a lot on a lot of things, and it makes huge changes. Mine is mainly for more than just websites. It's not really websites. It's a more involved because it's about turning your clients into the guides. So for people who don't know what we're talking about, story branding, you have the hero's journey book, you have, what's the other one? Cat's Meow or Cat something.
Yeah,
that has
this
to do
is
with
the big one.
Yeah, that's one. That's Donald Miller took the information from the other two I was talking about and created it for marketing, which is the framework of 7 things. And so I started playing with it because I remembered about it. I was like, I wonder if it would do well on the websites. What a huge difference. 9-day difference. And then I'm like, how do I stop promoting Donald Miller and start promoting myself? And so I did a totally different framework. I went through all 3 and then built my own thing, which is the NCO principles, which is, it doesn't work. I don't want to say it doesn't work on websites, but it's a little different. It's more of a stack thing. So if you're really pushing sales, it would work. But the SB7 framework is really good to get you to call to actions.
I got you. Hold on 1 second. Yes. How are we try?
Doesn't your assistant know we're on live?
Hey, that's okay. Look, she just made me arts and crafts. She made me a ring. So there you go.
Tell her to call your past clients. What's the problem?
There you go. Yeah, you want to show the other one? That's the other one she made.
Wow, that's so nice.
Here. Yeah, she's sitting here making things with arts and crafts. She's super hands-on, likes to do all that stuff. So yeah, one of those things I got her is it melts. It just comes out as little strands and she can create whatever she wants. So cool stuff.
We'll get her one of those printers.
A 3D printer? She's got one at school. So yeah.
She's got one at school. She can do it there.
Well, I mean, what I meant to finish that is she's showing an interest in it is what I meant to say.
Well, because you can create so many different things.
Right.
And I'm amazed how, I'm going to go back up a second, like ChatGPT, how totally better it is now with graphics and everything else. Just because I built out my barbecue area, and then I moved my barbecue to this wall, and I'm like, I took a picture of it. I'm like, we need to make this look better. Yeah. And it created a whole backdrop to put a thing behind it and the drawers and the stopped and everything. And then I'm like, okay, now take that and make me a plan on how to build it. And it built me a schematic of how to build it. Where prior to this, it would mess this up constantly.
Right. It's now I haven't played it all, but you and I were chatting the other day. Gemini just released its whole thing, and they're bragging about videos and images and everything else. But I've been doing the same thing. So I've been updating. The community is going to launch June 1st for the free community, then the paid community, and all my images are coming through ChatGPT. And it's been so easy to just say, okay, go fix this, go do that. Just where it was 2 months ago to where it is today, as far as images. I mean, it used to be, where'd we go? I'd go to Canva, I'd go to all these other places, but now I'm spending a majority of time just in ChatGPT for that stuff. And then of course I moved over to Claude, and I don't know if you saw in the Ignite group, I asked the question, I'm like, all right, how many of y'all are going to jump over to Gemini.
Was that
now,
you who asked that question?
Yeah, I was the one who asked it. Of course, Nuno's first thing is Claude has everything.
Of course, because he's there. He's got to get you to come to his program.
That's right.
I'm sharing something real quick. I was talking
Sure.
about. See this graphic?
Yeah.
And how detailed it is with
That's crazy.
all the pieces of wood and everything I have to buy.
Yeah.
So I started off like I just told with the picture. Where'd it go? So I mean this is the first thing that created, right? And then I'm like, okay, let's make some changes. And now I need you to give me the list of what. And it's just, and the printout, to be able to print this out, it is so clean. Yeah. I'm like, this is just ridiculous.
Well, yeah, what it's been able to go to is been fun. I don't know if did you do that challenge where it said,
no,
draw me the graphics? I enjoyed that. That was fun. And I enjoy seeing everybody else's, but it's interesting to see what it would pull about people. I don't know why I did the Addams Family hands on mine, but I enjoyed reading other people's things. It listed some books that I haven't read. I thought that part was funny. And then what else did I talk about? It was good overall. I had to tell it to make some adjustments. Let me see if I can find the funniest one though. Let's see. It's going to lock up this one if I do. Hold on. Let me I have to go to the other one so I don't freeze us all up here. Okay, let's see. I told it in one, I said, I don't work out in pants because that was the first thing it showed. And so
you're not the HHS person?
No. Where is more images? And it made me laugh because the first thing it came up with, I'm like, that's a hard no. Let's see if I can find it.
And that's the thing. It still is every AI is not perfect.
Right.
You have to make sure that it's working. And like I've been using, so Claude is like my professional stuff. Right. So, but for me, cooking, barbecue, whatever, I'll take a picture of a piece of meat and like, give me a few recipes for this.
Yeah. So I do not wear that on stage, but I thought that was funny.
You're not Axel. You're not that guitar player for AC/DC.
That's exactly what I thought when it first put it out there. I was like, because I said, go put shorts on this guy because I don't work out in pants, and instead it put shorts on me here. And I was like, okay, that made me laugh. So, yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's, everybody has their thing that they do.
Right. But yeah, it was funny because I did have to give it some revisions. It did some things that weren't me. But it still can't get, oh, wait, hold on. I'm not done sharing. Somebody came back and said, Brian, it can't be you because it doesn't have anything Batman. So I went back in and said, hey, by the way, I'm a Batman fan. And it came back up with that one. So.
Yeah, that one you posted was pretty good.
Yeah. Why is it not? There we go. Okay, yeah. I hate that. That's the only thing I hate is when you try and scroll up and down, it gets rid of it all. But yeah, I thought it was funny. Somebody said this one looked like Steve. And I'm like, yeah, it kind of does look like Steve's glasses.
No, because you're in shape.
Yeah, that's that too. Peptides.
Love him to death, but he was not a worker out.
He definitely wasn't.
Didn't he have a Peloton for a while? No.
That I don't know. I only knew. So remember,
I met he did for a while, but then he stopped. Yeah.
Yeah, I met him post-pandemic, so it may have been before then. Because I met him in April of 2021. Yeah. Anywho. But yeah, I've been using it all for graphics, everything that's going into the live community. So I had it create my favicons. And what I used to go to Canva for was like, hey, for example, everything I'm uploading into, well, actually, let me just share the screen. Screw it. Let me show you something. I still can't get it when I want it to look like actual me, right? I can't get it to do that. So like when I go into these, the pictures that it thinks is me.
Isn't you.
First off, I don't walk up and grab people. That's one part. But then like these down here, can I make it? I guess I can't make it any bigger. Yeah. Like this one looks nothing like me whenever you get it full screen.
The AI does not, because it's not supposed to do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So. But I asked it like, okay, give me examples of emails. And I said, all right, I want to create a community. What do I want to fix? So it created icons, and sometimes it would go too far. But I mean, I just went in there and said, hey, look, this is what I want to launch. Okay, yes, this. And it created it all. Oh, this is what I did the other day. I went to a book launch for this lady here, and she wouldn't stop talking about cats during her book launch.
So you put cats everywhere.
I told ChatGPT, go put a bunch of cats into her picture.
Why is it black in the middle?
That's a weird part. So we don't realize it by the human eye, but every time TVs either go like this or go up and down. And so every picture I took, it showed a different black part in the screen.
Is it
where it was
Decode to
refreshing.
Connect? Is that your community you're doing that you're showing now?
Yeah, so I actually renamed it to the decoding one, but the original ones were Decode to Connect. Yeah. So that was, I'm going the wrong direction here. Yeah, so that's a newer look. The decoding lab, what it's going to have. So that's the paid group. Those are all my emails going out. See the different revisions of what it fixed. Like these, it went, that's too spaceshipy, futuristic, so I got rid of those.
No, that's just that's AI. That's all AI.
Right.
That's like a friend of mine who I did a water site. He's like, and he sent me a site for somebody else. He goes, "This is what I like about it." I'm like, "That's all AI. You can tell it was done by AI."
Yep. And that's what everybody's starting to look like. So just went in, had it create things like, I'm not using these. I just wanted to give me first examples of what it would do. And what
you can tell it, what is your colors? Change it to you're red and black, aren't you?
No, I'm purple and red, but that's what came out. So what I did was, this one's the basic community icon, and then what's the VIP one is this. So I went with simple instead of, it was trying to go way too in depth. And here's my peptide schedule. I'm like, hey, these are my peptides I have. Here's what BAC I put into them to remind me what to take in the morning and at night. I mean, it's crazy with what we'll put out there.
Now you can actually have it do reminders too, if you wanted it to.
What was the other one I was going to show you? So I said, hey, go look at my website. What would you revamp? So it gave me something to follow here. So I went in, like on the coaching page, I made it look more like this now, instead of the long trail of things. Just two options as soon as you come in.
I know, but that's what's so nice. But if you now take this in your Lovable or something else, that's the only problem with the website being with WordPress is, even though they've added some AI, it's not what we can do with other things. Right.
Yeah, so like there, the recordings, which you can tell who uses ChatGPT because they're all starting to look the same. But yeah, I put in here, I thought it was interesting. It created on its own. I didn't even tell it to do this one. I just said go and put in color codes, and it started doing it by face.
Oh, is that what face stands for? Forehead, eyes, cheeks,
no, that's
ears,
what
and mouth.
It did that on its own. No.
Well, that's face.
Face is find, assess, convert, and express. But I thought it was interesting that it made up its own thing. So it gets creative at stuff at times. But yeah, so anyway, that's what I've been doing with the last few days. I'm like, hey, go draft my emails, go create pictures. There we go. Almost done. Then, where's my logo? Okay, go put it back in. Just playing with it back and forth.
Well, the one thing about it, like, even Lovable's getting, everybody's trying to get away from Lovable because it's got Claude and everything else. Well, now Lovable's like, we got agents now too. We have this now too. We have all this. The one thing about using AI to make websites and everything else, you can make a change and boom, it's done.
Yeah.
With WordPress, it's not as fast. Somebody's got to organize it. Now, if they can figure that out, that's why I'm saying it's like regular websites in Lovable, put under high level, which you can do.
Yeah.
But their AI is not 100% either yet. Give it time, they'll get there. But all these other things are so much further advanced than anything else.
Right.
Because using the story branding playbook when it comes to the framework is huge. I had it so that's my cookbook. It's given me some ideas. Veteran style, smoke and steel, fire, smoke and butter, backyard recon barbecue, reverse sear, the name of my book. The backyard pitmaster playbook. No, I'm not a pitmaster. Cooking with fire, the modern backyard grill book, or how about the big hangry grill book?
Nice. Well, Big Hangry makes sense since that's part of your brand already.
I know, but I still like fire, smoke, and butter.
Yeah. Hey, especially people going on not the keto or the.
I know, but I put butter on like the steaks, right at the end, like a garlic butter to get some little different and stuff, but not always. But I also like, I don't know, fire, smoke, and butter. Maybe fire, smoke, and chaos. How about that?
Right, but there's a certain diet right now that's heavy on butter and red meats. Not the caveman, not keto, carnivore diet is big on butter and steaks and red meat and all that kind of stuff, which this has nothing to do with AI, but do they have HEBs out there, or is that
no, that's only you.
Okay. That's what I thought. I knew they were in Texas, but I didn't know where else they were. They just opened one up, and holy crap, I went the other day. So it's ginormous grocery store that it's like, instead of Walmart carrying groceries, it's like a grocery store carrying Walmart. So it's got food galore, and then you can also buy pots, pans, little stuff like that. But I went, the amount of like meat you can get for cheap there, like Wagyu beef, all kinds of stuff. I walked out of there spending $100 on what it would cost me $200 to $300 at Trader Joe's or Whole Foods. It was just nuts. So if you ever get down, well, when you come down to Dallas, maybe I'll run you over one. We'll get you to a Buc-ee's.
I've been at one in Houston.
Oh, have you?
Yeah, when we're in Houston, that's where I'd go to get stuff because they had guacamole and stuff like that. That was just really good. So I want to show something like so people understand what I'm talking about. So the SB7. So when I did this website,
what did I do with
it's like here.
Instagram? There it is. Okay.
All right, see this?
Yeah.
So see how it writes 3 days in the Pines changed everything.
Yeah.
It's like a movie, man.
Yeah.
A pine frame cabin 2.5 hours from the base sleeps. You know what I mean? It changes it to draws you in as the guide will tell you this is where you want to go and everything else. And then it talks about, the cabin unhurried. It just adds those things that just is pretty amazing to it. And that's what I like about it. Because this before it was good, but nothing like this. So just as an example, just trying to show you why you want to
look
use.
Right through I'm answering when somebody on Instagram asked us to recommend an AI that's better than Claude. And I'm like, I don't know what you're asking.
Or Claude?
They put Claude like in the sky. And so I don't know if they meant to say Claude or they were saying.
Probably.
I
don't know anything better than Claude right now. I'm using for the way I'm using it. There are other ones out there, but that works for me.
Yeah. So for people who are doing research, I know they lean towards Perplexity for research, statistics, things of that nature. Hold on one second. Yes.
I made one that can use size because look how you see how it's kind of small. Put out your finger.
Okay.
Look, it can literally
it can get larger.
Out. Yeah.
Oh, nice. So it can fit to anybody's. That's really good. Yes. Awesome. Okay. Kiddo made me a new one. So she got smart because this way, the last one she made this way so it can fit on anybody's finger at any size.
That looks like your workout ring.
That's right. Ta-da.
Are you still doing your? All right. So I called you yesterday, the day before, to ask you a question about your ice thing. You still like your ice thing?
Oh, my cold plunge? Yeah, I do it every day.
Do you like that brand?
Oh, 100%.
Because they have an elongated one now.
Yeah. They've got what I like about it is it's the inflatable one, right? So you can easily empty. Oh shit! And speaking of which, I'm glad I didn't have water on it. No, I was emptying it out and I forgot to go put water back in it. So hold on one second. Hey, bye. Pardon me for 1 second.
All right. Well, he's doing that. We'll keep going on about how to do, using the story branding for whatever you're doing is what you should do. So if you don't have that book, I don't make any money off of it. Sorry. Your book. Show your book. Show your book again.
Actually, I got it. I realized I had it when you were talking about, but I got it on Audible because there's StoryBrand 2.0.
Yeah, I have this. That's the one I've been listening to again. But then I went over to the Hero's Journey one from back in whenever it was. Yeah. And that is so bad.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
Way back in the day.
Yeah, I'm just saying the way they're so far into something else. It's like, can I turn? And I turned it up to 2.
Yeah.
And they're still talking slow.
There's some books that are that way. I have a hard time. Which one's one? Was it Dan Martell's Buy Back Your Time? Or it was one of those. I was just like, no matter. It was really slow. Maybe it wasn't that one, but there was one that I just could not get through to save the life of me just because of how it just went too slow. Went far, far too slow.
Yeah, I mean, some of them, you can't speed them up because they're so fast to begin with, or you can only speed them up a little bit. But the fact that I went to 2 and I could still normally understand them, that's a problem.
Yeah. That's older books. I mean, they read them really slow for the readers.
Well, it was not. They're not even reading it. They're talking about a bunch of other stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it would have been better to watch the movie because it was a movie first, and then they put it into a book.
I didn't know that. Okay, so he was saying. Okay, yeah, he didn't mean Claude. So yeah, to answer his question for the guy on Instagram, Zahardo. It depends on what you're doing. So like Ed and I were talking about right now, the best one for graphics is ChatGPT. But
there's Mid-Journey and a bunch of other stuff. It just depends on what you're looking on. Yeah, what you're looking at.
Yeah, but I'm saying he's just asking about.
No, you go to Mid-Journey, you do it in there.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So if he wants to stick to one of the quote AIs that's out there, right? So ChatGPT, Claude, Perplexity, Grok. I don't play in Grok at all.
It's on X. That's what,
yeah. Then right now for pictures, everybody's going to ChatGPT currently. However, Gemini just did a major release last week to upgrade to Gemini 3.5, and it's supposed to fix a lot of things that they were way behind on. So it'll be interesting to see a month from now what are people touting. But right now, most people are diving into Claude because you've got just the asking like ChatGPT, you've got Cowork where you can create agents, and then you've got code. So there's 3 different subsections of it if you download the desktop version.
And so for me, I mean, but the thing about Claude is to actually, if you're going to build stuff in, Claude is the best one because it has Claude Code, Cowork, and regular Claude, where you don't have that with ChatGPT. You don't have that with other ones. So if you're going to be building apps or anything else or web, the only thing I don't like about Claude is it still doesn't create the actual look of a website great yet.
Yeah.
The user interfaces of Lovable is so much better still to this day. So
right.
Sometimes, like I'm creating this one app, I went there and created the user interface, and then I brought it back over to the other place I'm working on it in.
Replit?
No, Claude.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I still have not played in Replit.
How about this?
Lovable's.
The best one is the one you actually use.
That's what I was going to say. For me, Lovable was the first one I was introduced to. You got into Replit because when we went to the Ignite thing last year, Growth Hacking Live, Replit was the main one. But then by the time I joined Ignite a month later, everybody was on Lovable.
Well, that was because Nuno was into Lovable.
Exactly.
And then one of the people he knows was from Lovable. And then now they created the Vive coding community, and they talk about Lovable, and then they're really pushing Claude.
Yeah.
Because they're really training people monthly on that stuff. And when you make what they make on training those people, I'd be doing it every other week.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's just, I recommend a bunch of people for his $67 class for 3 days of setting up Claude for $67. It's cheap.
Well, and you also get an affiliate.
Yeah.
But the problem here, you didn't know that? Yeah. Go back and get the affiliate and then refer everybody. Yeah. But the problem you run into, I'm thinking, okay, you're giving the affiliate for the $67. I want the affiliate for the upgrade VIP also.
That's exactly it.
Yeah. But I'm not going to complain.
Sorry, I'm answering one of the questions in Instagram. Look at it.
I think
almost done.
No, we're good. Because now I name. So this is what's so funny. Like I've been asking ChatGPT, like I'll take a picture of a piece of meat, and I'm like, "What's a good thing?" And it gives me multiple options. One of them was like, I took a flat steak I found at one of the stores that was on it. It was like you had 2 days left on it, so I got it at a discount. I'm like, I wonder if I can make some with this. Well, it was this Baja tacos, and it gave me the actual recipe to make the marinade. And I got to say, it was the best tacos with that meat I've ever had.
Really?
Yeah. My wife was like, this is freaking amazing. And so I've been doing that in the same thing over and over again. So now with what I did is, okay, and I said, now let's turn that into a cookbook, and then, you know, who knows what will happen, but it just did that. But first, so the title of the books is The Big Hangry Grill Book, Smoke, Fire, Butter, Backyard Greatness.
Nice. Well, we talked yesterday. How many books do you have that you've been working on through Claude and through everything else?
I have the VA. So my financial freedom, I converted into just for VA veterans. That's one. Then I have dividing assets, which is for people going through a divorce with real estate.
Right.
Then I have veteran probate and trust book, and then I just created the NCO principles. Which is, and that one it's set up amazing right now, but I want to go and clean it up even more. It's got 26 chapters. I don't need 26 chapters.
So one of the speaker, I call him mastermind, but we're all joined it for free that I'm in, is we were having this discussion yesterday, is one guy's coach told him, don't write a book till you've done your speech 20 times. I'm like, no, that's outdated advice, because you're not having to buy 10,000, 20,000 copies of a book now. You know, you can update your book daily if you wanted to. So get your book out there, and then you can always revise it, fix it, do whatever. And that just didn't exist. Even a year ago, it was more difficult than it is to pump out a book now. People are pumping out books and offering that as a service left and right. I was just at a different speaker event, and that's one of, if you join their mastermind, they'll get you your book out within 90 days. And for the cost of their mastermind is what people used to charge just to get your book out there. Actually, some people, it's less than that, because I know it's interesting, getting a book out there can be anywhere from $500 to $50,000, depending on who you go through, what's done, you name it, and what you get with those different packages. But people are offering now masterminds for in the 10 to 20 range, and that will include them getting you a book and PR and everything. So for a lot of people who are wanting to do a book, I would look and see, are there masterminds or things you can join that's a part of what you get in the mastermind, instead of just paying for just a book only.
Right, but here's the thing. Most people are going to use a ghostwriter. So why not just use Claude as
exactly.
a ghostwriter?
That's what I'm using for mine. It's done.
Because it's in your voice. If you talk to it about and go through a bunch of the stuff that you normally, for most people, my first book I did with a ghostwriter.
Yep.
So she would talk to me, and ask me questions, and I'd go through different scenarios, and the book came out in my voice. So what do? I use that book to tell all the AIs how to write in my voice.
Yeah.
And a lot of people were like, well, people will know it's done with AI. Well, the big houses right now all they're doing is AI books because it's cheaper for them.
100%. Well, did you, this is my ADD kicking in now. Did you see all the companies are having to hire employees back because AI isn't as grandiose as they thought it would be?
No.
Yeah. So that's the big, following social media and everything. It's the battle of companies got rid of people and like, oh, well, AI can do it, but the cost to have AI do it and have somebody monitor it, they realize, oh crap, we should bring back some of the employees. So it's still going to take away jobs, but it's not nearly having the devastating effect. Well, it won't going forward have the devastating effect. I just saw a bunch of people got laid off again, of course, this last month. So let me see. Let me go back and pull new chat. How many people got laid off in April and May?
I'm hearing somebody yell outside.
Okay, let's see. It was a high number. So, okay, April, May. Okay, it's searching. Oh, I should have done this in Claude. Okay. So for U.S. employers, around 83,000 jobs were cut. And then another 60,000 in March. And then let's see. Yeah, 83,387 is how many for sure got let go. And they're saying now the latest BLS JOLTS, I don't know what that is, release available is right now, said in March 2026.
Yeah, but JOLTS is not out yet. JOLTS
I know, this one was March. March said it was showing 1.9 layoffs and discharges.
For a year.
It just says for March of 2026.
Right, but on an annualized basis, it wasn't 1.9 million in that month. That's the problem with how it's reading it to you. We've had this discussion before.
Yeah, no, I'm going deeper. Hold on. Job openings, labor turnover.
That's a yearly basis, not monthly basis.
Yeah.
There's no way 1,000,003 people have been laid off in 1 month. Because you know why? The unemployment rate wouldn't be 4.3.
Yeah. Price increase. Yeah, it does. It just says.
So here's what happens. So even when Biden was president and we had job creations on all those things, those all got reversed the opposite way. We are having some layoffs. Like we just had initial jobless claims just happened today. Always comes out on Thursday, and that showed right in line. We had 215,000 layoffs. People are unemployment.
It's crazy.
Right? People are on unemployment. People who are continually on unemployment is like 1.1 million.
Well, and I'm going to be on a podcast later today, and it's going to be a lot of what you and I have talked about, and that is, if it's fine to have a 9-to-5 job, but you need to have something else that you're working on in case your job goes away. And, we talked about that. So many people, their identity is only their job, and no job is safe. I don't care who you are this day and age. No job is 100% safe. You need to have some type of backup so you're not lost, distraught, everything if you lose your job, right? You dabble with something, have a hobby that you could turn into a business if something were to happen, if you decide to quit, if you get laid off. But this day and age of having one job and you retire and they take care of you for your rest of your life, that's gone.
Ain't gonna happen. It's all
Yeah.
gone.
There's no pension anymore. There's no, I mean,
See, this is how easy it is to do something.
nice.
I just created that while you were
While
talking.
we're talking. Yeah.
That's the thing, though. It's like, you can get the idea for this. Like now, if I like one of these, I can say, okay, I want this one here.
Right.
And actually, I like that because it's more of a Bronco, right? I like I also like this because I do, skillet. I mean, I like them all. That's the problem. That's the problem now. Before, this would be misspelled. This would be messed up. I like this over here where it says hangry.
Oh, I'm laughing. I saw a video yesterday where it was supposed to be making fun of the what are the games that just happened in Vegas, the enhanced games, right? All the steroids, peptides, all that kind of stuff. And it shows a guy lifting up two girls, and there was somebody who helped lift them up. Well, the guy behind him walked away, but there was still a hand stuck on her back. And so there was just this hand sitting there like the thing from Addams Family. And it's like, okay, well, that's how you can tell it's AI, because they still can't master fingers.
Right. Yeah. Well, that's what you were talking about the other day.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, so how easy it is to do stuff, right? I bought two people's cookbook recently because I watched their show on Sunday in the morning show, going through different things, and I was disappointed with their cookbooks because it wasn't what I want to eat. I'm in California. We do tri-tip a lot.
Do you really?
Oh, all the time. That's like the big stable here because it's like a steak, but it also feeds many different people.
Yeah. Oh,
you guys should. I suppose you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. Supposedly you guys were starting to get them because people have been moving there from California, and they're like, "Can we get tri-tip?"
Screwing up our housing market.
Yeah. Too late. It's already been done. So they were like, "We're trying to get some tri-tip." So, but I'm just saying, it's just one of those meats we've had here that is really good. I mean, and you slow cook that thing. It's not like you have to tenderize it like a brisket.
Right.
It's different, and it's just what we use a lot. But we have bony ribeyes, we have tomahawks and ribeyes and all those different things. But it's depending on what you have to feed. If you're going to feed a family, you're going to get a tri-tip.
Yeah. There used to be a restaurant that was one of their big things. Is in addition to most places here, it's filet or ribeye. Then people go, oh wait, New York strip. Well, that means you can get a little bit of, or was it T-bone? You get a little bit of both. You get a New York strip, you get a ribeye. But I've seen a few restaurants that's one of their specialties because it's not a normal thing here.
Right.
So, but anywho,
what are you gonna do?
Let's get out of here. I gotta go spend some time.
It's already 32, and I got my cookbook done.
I know.
While we're on here. Well, I know I had the idea. I was like, man, I'm reading other people's cookbooks, and I'm like, I cooked sea bass the other night.
Yeah.
Oh, freaking amazing. I mean, I'm not patting myself on the back, but it was like, my wife's like, this is fucking amazing. I'm like, yeah. And it's just having the right tools and everything, and easy. It was easy done.
Yeah.
Where most people burn the shit out of that stuff. And I've learned how to do it on a Traeger and other things to where you don't have salmon that's dry.
Yeah.
So let's get out of here. All right. Thanks for being here. We really appreciate you. Hopefully gave you a little bit of knowledge. If you have some knowledge for us, feel free to reach out to us anytime you can. If you like what we do here, just subscribe and tell other people. Brian, thank you so much for being here today. I appreciate you. Everybody, make it a great day. We'll be back next week on Tuesday, or at least I will be.
Yeah.
I don't know about Brian's schedule yet.
Tuesday, no, because I'll be speaking at an event.
All right. Make it a great day. We'll be back next week. Bye.
Bye, everybody.